Yo, what's poppin'? People, your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. On the first chilly morning in Texas, what's up, man? Y'all know we got to get this thing started. And before we start, we got to celebrate you, the viewer, for taking the time out and watch this video. But while you're here, do us a solid, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn your post notification bell on. And if you're watching us on mobile, slide that comment section to the left. And you know what to do. Hype your boy up, dog. Hype me up. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know we will not do a show without giving a shout out to the beautiful ladies of the CU Aunties. They are always in the building, and we are always excited to have them here. So make sure when you see them, you give them a round of applause and make sure you say what's up, because the CU Aunties, they continue to rock with us, but don't get crazy in the comment section, because if we catch you acting up with the CUNT in the comment section, it ain't gonna be good. But y'all ready to get this thing started, because it ain't looking good for Dillon Gabriel or Kevin Stefanski. And Kevin Stefanski is gonna lose his job simply for not playing Shedeur. And it ain't gonna hurt nobody's feelings but his own. But if Kevin Stefanski don't tighten,
you about to lose your job.
That's all we saying. Let's get this thing popping. Now y'all know how we get down. Y'all know how we do. It is a beautiful day, and Shedeursanders is always on the menu when we popping up these videos, because the Cleveland Browns continue to act as if Shedeursanders is not the best quarterback in the room. We've said it from the beginning, from the jump. Per my video evidence yesterday, Shedeursanders has always been better than Dillon Gabriel, has been better than Dillon Gabriel in high school, college, and in the pros. Shedeursanders was the most pro-ready quarterback coming into this draft. But, the Cleveland Browns decided to go with little Dillon Gabriel in round 3, not the sure thing in Shedeursanders. But we gonna start this thing off with Albert Breer, because he always coming with the BS. And simply because Shedeursanders was a 5th round pick, he is determined to say that Dillon Gabriel is the better prospect.
Defensive coaches want guys who are going to go in there and run their offense at the highest level. And I think Dillon came into the league far more capable of doing that than Shedeur did. Just because he played at 3 different schools, he started, 61 games in college, played a bunch of different systems. I think Dillon, for all of his physical limitations, and we've seen all of them now, right? For all the physical limitations, I think we can agree that Dillon's capable in those areas, right? And if it's like a battle to just get a first down, you're going to go with the guy who's got the best chance to get you the first down. And I think that's sort of where they are right now. And I don't think that has anything to do with, Kevin preferring one guy over the other guy. And I honestly think, Andrew would be with whatever the coaches want him to do. Now, if you're talking about the analytics people and all that might be different, right? But I don't think Andrew's looking at this in any other way, but I do want to support my head coach here. And look,
how can y'all listen to this guy and take him seriously? Is he watching the game? Has he seen the tape? I need y'all to actually listen to this man one more time. Listen to this mess, these lies, this foolishness. Are you really trying to tell people that has watched Dillon Gabriel play for 4 games straight that, just listen?
Most offensive coaches want guys who are going to go in there and run their offense at the highest level. And I think Dillon came into the league far more capable of doing that than Shedeur did.
First lie. That's lie number one. Dillon Gabriel came into the league being able to run an offense far more capable than Shedeursanders was. Lie number one.
And I think Dillon came into the league far more capable of doing that than Shedeur did. Just because he played at 3 different schools. He started, 61 games in college, played in a bunch of different systems. I think Dillon, for all of his physical limitations, and
that's what makes Dillon Gabriel better than Shedeur. Per Albert Breer. How can y'all listen to Albert Breer? Because Dillon Gabriel played at 3 different schools. He had 60+ college starts. Makes him a better quarterback than Shedeursanders. Did he not see the games in college and pro? Dillon's reputation, Dillon's NFL chart, when they tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, tells you that Dillon Gabriel was limited on every aspect. He didn't throw the ball downfield. He wasn't a good visionary. He couldn't see down the field. He wasn't able to lead his players and to throw them open. He wasn't a good anticipation of the throws, of the opening spots. He wasn't good at none of that. And Shedeur was the exact opposite of Dillon Gabriel. But this guy, Albert Breer, is still trying to tell you that Dillon Gabriel was a better prospect than Shedeur.
Seen all of them now, right? For all the physical limitations, I think we can agree that Dillon's capable in those areas, right?
No, we cannot agree that Dillon is capable in those areas because we watched it. We seen it. So you trying to tell me, like your dumbass president keep trying to tell us, don't believe our lying eyes. What we see on the field is not true. Well, what is it?
And if it's like a battle to just get a first down, you're going to go with the guy who's got the best chance to get you the first down.
And that's not Dillon Gabriel because he hasn't produced a lot of first downs. He produced a lot of bad throws. Dillon Gabriel can't read a defense. Dillon Gabriel picks the guy he wants to throw to pre-snap, and that's where he goes. Have you watched the tape? Dillon Gabriel does not know what he's doing. He should have thrown at least 8 picks by now. And if defenses have seen the same tape that I watched, just look at him. Just watch his head. Wherever his head starts, if he fixates on that receiver, that's where he's going. He only has 2 choices. He doesn't go through his past progressions. Dillon Gabriel picks out his first option, and if that's not there, he's going directly to the check down. That's Dillon Gabriel. All the football. But enough with Albert Breer. I just can't tolerate stupidity, and I don't want to put y'all through the dumb things. Everybody is wondering why Kevin Stefanski hasn't started Shedeur. All the pros are asking the same questions. What's the problem? Do you just not like Shedeur? Is it that? Let's start with John Phantom.
You keep Dillon Gabriel at quarterback?
No. I've seen enough. Don't need to see any more. This isn't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. What do you have to lose? Your offense it gets an F-. Guys, what positive could you take from this offense right now?
I'm positive it stinks. I like Quinshon Judkins.
JP, I like him too. I do like him too. And there's no question that there's something there. But guess what? It gets ruined when you can't throw the ball. I laugh when they're throwing the ball on first down. Why? Why are you throwing the ball on first down? Like, the only shot you have of getting positive yardage is with the running back. I mean, it's maddening to me, like, time and again.
Now, isn't that the exact opposite of what Albert Breer just said? Isn't it the exact opposite of what Albert Breer was just saying? Albert Breer's a hater, dog. Why are y'all listening to that, man?
And on Sunday, it's like, on first down, we're going to throw the ball. And then on second down, we're going to run the ball. And now it's 3rd down and 8. Hooray! Man, this offense, there's just nothing about it that makes you say, yes, like they've got a combination here. Yes, they can get into a rhythm. And Dillon Gabriel's just not. Like, to me, that might be the biggest indictment of them all. The night that they took that guy in the 3rd round, we discussed it on the show a few days later, and I said, that to me is the bigger story than Sanders. Because Shedeur Sanders, like, I didn't mind them taking the flyer on him in the 5th round. He was on the board. But do you think Dillon Gabriel would have been on the board in the 5th or 6th round? My answer is, I bet you he would have been. And they took him in the 3rd round. And that might be the biggest evidence for a front office that right now has, 8 top 150 picks in this upcoming year's draft, could have more depending on what they do at the deadline. How could you trust a front office that drafted Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round of the National Football League draft when it is very clear he is not an NFL quarterback? He belongs in the UFL.
Correct. Dillon Gabriel belongs in the UFL, not in the NFL. Sean King?
And maybe Shedeur is better than Dillon Gabriel. We'll find out at some point.
Maybe.
I'm guessing.
Not maybe, Dustin. Little league, high school,
okay. Say whatever you want.
early college, middle college, late college, right here, October 27th of 2025. Shedeur Sanders is better than Dillon Gabriel.
Okay.
Shedeur Sanders is better than Dillon Gabriel, without a doubt. And I will use it over and over and over again because it's fact, not fiction. All the way fact, not fiction. There is nothing that I got to pull up these pre-draft scouting reports all over again because I don't know where mine went. They're on my laptop, I think, and I don't want to pull them. I'm going to pull them up, and we're going to go over them because at this point, it's ridiculous. All the professionals are asking the same question. Cleveland Browns legend, Joe Hayden.
Give me coach man vibes of the team. Like, end of the day, you can respect one and not disrespect another. Just personally, I don't think he likes Shedeur because you don't speak, you don't have to be so downplaying of another player to upplay somebody else.
So you think it wasn't his choice to
1,000%. The way that he's doing this right now, you don't treat somebody that you picked. You don't treat your draft picks like this. He's acting as if Dillon Gabriel was his pick. He didn't want them to draft Shedeur. We got Dillon Gabriel here. I'm going to die on this sword. So my eyes test is telling me when I'm watching games, he has a 25.8 QBR on his 4 starts. He doesn't throw the ball down the field. When I've seen him throw the ball down the field, it hasn't looked good. He threw it down the field at one time in the game. It looked loose, and he threw the pick. But if he's not going to be able to give us anything, give us a chance, put Shedeur in the game. Let's see what he can do.
All everybody's saying is Kevin Stefanski. What you waiting on? Everybody's saying the same thing. And if you keep playing around, you are going to.
You about to lose your job.
You keep playing around and holding out on Dillon Gabriel, trying to ride that doggone ride till the wheels fall off. You're going to lose your job. This man does not like Shedeur Sanders. It is evident. It is true. Everybody has come to the same conclusion. That Kevin Stefanski does not like Shedeur Sanders. All these pro players, and all of them are coming to the same conclusion. What's the problem? Shannon Sharp?
Stefanski was asked whether he's considering the possibility of playing Shedeur.
Focus is where we are right now, Mary Kay. That's not my focus.
Guys, can we stop asking these questions? Y'all know this man don't want to play Shedeur.
Listen, we already know what the play was. They didn't want him. It was Andrew Berry's pick. It wasn't the owner. It wasn't Stefanski. So this is exactly what they want. From the small sample size that we've seen from Dillon Gabriel, he's played 4 games. They're 1-3.
He won't push the ball down the field.
He's not giving the Browns their best chance to win games. And the fact that Kevin Stefanski understands that my job is on the line because this is the guy I stood up on the table for and who I wanted to make, the starter of our team. At some point, you're going to lose the locker room too, huh? It just take the right person to say something. I mean, to see Myles Garrett frustrated like that, understanding that offensively, we not getting it done. But I think that's a hill that Kevin Stefanski is willing to die on because this is my guy. And he knows it. I mean, his job ain't in jeopardy. He's not on the hot seat.
You don't think so?
Nah, hell no. Absolutely not.
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. Dillon Gabriel is Kevin Stefanski's guy. He is willing to die on that hill. Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback in that locker room. Has always been the best quarterback in that locker room. There has never been any doubt. So what is it? Kevin Stefanski don't like Shedeur Sanders? Those conspiracy theories are true? It can't be but one or two. Because it's not that he's not better than Dillon Gabriel. Every metric in the world tells you that. You can't find a scouting report, a combine report, a nothing burger that tells you that Dillon Gabriel was better than Shedeur Sanders pre-draft, post-draft, college, high school, nowhere. Rocking with Dillon Gabriel is going to get Kevin Stefanski fired. And he knows it.
Maybe the most egregious pick in all of the 2025 draft was the Browns taking Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round. There's no way you can evaluate a quarterback position and have him rated as a higher prospect than Shedeur Sanders. There's no way that you can be an astute quarterback evaluator and think he was worthy of an asset as valuable as a 3rd round pick. We got to get to the root of the problem here. I mean, that was an egregious draft pick, and to die on the vine is very disappointing. That was a terrible draft pick. Now, don't accelerate the mistake by continuing down the path that you never should have went down in the first place. It's time to go to Shedeur Sanders simply because he was a better prospect coming out of college than Dillon Gabriel.
It's just that simple, Kevin Stefanski. Everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody, everywhere is saying the same thing. Shedeur Sanders was better than Dillon Gabriel. And there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you want to keep dying on that hill,
You about to lose your job.
then die on that hill, Kevin Stefanski. Because you mess around and let Shedeur Sanders on that field, and he's going to show out. He's going to play his game. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you're going to lose your job. Easily. Once Shedeur starts to win, Kevin Stefanski will be fired.
Start actually winning a couple games. Now, Stefanski, you got to get fired. Because imagine a world where your quarterback is better than you. Imagine a world where your quarterback is more desired than you. The fan base already gravitates towards Shedeur Sanders. The world gravitates towards Shedeur Sanders. Does he have his haters? Absolutely. But jersey sales gravitate towards Shedeur Sanders. There's not a world now where Shedeur can go ball and Kevin Stefanski can continue to be the coach. Because if I'm Shedeur and I start balling, hell no, I don't want this dude as my coach. Because he didn't believe in me in the first place. And how can Kevin Stefanski now, Shady, try to turn his tune and act like he's a Shedeur supporter? The cat's already out the bag. We know Stefanski's not a Shedeur supporter. So I think Shady's to some degree right. Like, Kevin Stefanski can't afford to play Shedeur because what if Shedeur plays well? And that's the craziest part of it all. If Shedeur plays well, Stefanski, you look dumb.
And you also fired at the soon as the season is done.
You about to lose your job.
So the question is, what's Kevin Stefanski going to do? Is he going to hold fast, hold his position, and wait till there are 2, 3, 4 games left in the season and put Shedeur in? I'm all for giving Dillon Gabriel one more run against the Jets, which is one of the lower teams in the NFL, just like the Browns. Sorry on sorry, we'll see what happens. But if you play horrible, which he will, you gotta go with the next man up. And the next man up is Shedeur. And I understand you want not to look like an idiot for picking Dillon Gabriel, but that's kind of too late. The cat's already out the bag on that one. Now you have to save your job if you want to continue to coach and say, okay, that's enough. Let's move on from Dillon Gabriel, put Shedeur in the game and see what you got. But that's foolish. I don't know what they're going to do, but y'all let me know. Y'all know what to do down there in that comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But while you're down there, don't forget to do your boy solid. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notification bell on. And if you are watching on mobile, slide that comment section to the left and hype me up. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Snacks. Y'all know we'll be back. We going to do these combine reports. No, we're going to do these pre-draft reports. And we're going to see who was what coming out of college. Who was the man and who wasn't the man. Regardless of where they were drafted at. The reports are the reports. The paper is the paper. The people thought what the people thought. You figure deal me? But anyway, we're going to get out of here, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll be back. We got to do this again. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace out. Y'all know how we get down.